Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is October 14th, Monday, and this is going to be Sports Talk with Austin. It's going to be episode 3. I'm not really going to be too worried about on the numbers. It's kind of easy because I only got 3 episodes right now. Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about, just go over what happened this weekend. We got college football, we had NFL. College football had 4 overtime games Saturday. There were some big time games that were the overtime games. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna go over the standings and everything, but my focus. I'm a Big Ten fan, so I'm gonna be kind of going over that a lot. Same with basketball too. I mean, there's just a lot to cover over all of those. So yeah, I'm only mainly just focused on my teams. But if I see something else, I'll like nitpick that and kind of go into it. The NCAA poll for basketball just dropped, so we're gonna be going over that. What else do we got going on? I have a whole bunch of tabs of shit I want to go over. I'm gonna go over our bets. I got a bet locked in for today. My last Thursday night one didn't hit, so we got to start over. And then I'm gonna start a new series. It's gonna be Goats of High School Sports. Um, so this can be any sport, any athlete. I'll go over more of the criteria and everything with that, but let's fucking get into college football. So, number one team, Texas Longhorns, they beat the shit out of the Sooners, 34-3. Gwen Ewers, he's looking good. Ewers, I don't know. I'm terrible with fucking names, so he's looking good. He was his slash line here, 20-29, 199, a TD and interception. I mean, not the greatest game for him, but it got the job done. And then when Trevion Windsor, 13 carries, 118 yards, 9.1 average. I mean, it's hard to stop. I mean, what was it? I mean, going into halftime it was 21-3, and then there was a little bit of scoring here and there. They probably let off the gas a little bit, but I didn't watch any of that game. I watched some of the Oregon Ohio State game, and man, was that a fucking game, dude! Wow. Um, yeah, that was a good one. Terrible clock management at the end of the game. Ohio State, if they managed the clock, that their QB slid a little bit earlier. Will Howard could have been a different story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if he just slid a little bit earlier and they could have clocked the ball, man. I mean, they would have had a shot at the field goal and winning the game. But yeah, that was a 2-3 matchup. I mean, and both Big Ten teams right there. Um, But yeah, great game. Will Howard, so he was 28 of 35 for 326 and two tutties, QBR of 93.4. And then Dylan Gabriel of Oregon, 23 of 34, 341, two tutties. And he had a little bit better QBR there with 95.9. I mean, Jordan James rushing definitely helped out. 23 carries, 115 yards. Trayvon Henderson, I may have said that name wrong. I don't know. He had 87 yards. He had an 8.7 average, so a little bit better. I mean, five. If you're having 5 yards for 23 carries, that's nuts. I mean, you carry the ball twice. That's a first down. Helps out the team a lot. But Henderson, Ohio State. I mean, he had one chunk play. It was like 50 some yards. So I mean, yeah, he's gonna have a good average, but I mean, he just made it up in one. But I mean, still, it was a great game. It's tough to see. I mean, hold on, a little. Ooh, ask a buddy if you want to go golfing Wednesday, and he is in Hawaii for the week, so it's tough for him, man. This Indiana weather of like 60 degrees, he's missing out. He's missing out. Now, back to sports though. Good for him though. Needs traveling all the time. Hopefully I get him on here. He's a great fellow to talk to. No, yeah. I'm gonna get to the standings, but when it happened, my initial reaction was Ohio State. They may just go down one. We'll get to the standings though, because I mean, when games like this happen, like a 2-3 matchup, and you lose by one, And it's like you really don't deserve to like slide out of the top five. Like you, I mean, the 2-3 matchup was very well balanced. So it's like, yeah, they should be ranked where they're at. So we'll get to that, but yeah, I don't. I mean, I where they're ranked at, I agree with 100%. Moving on down. Hold on, I gotta pull something up here. The LSU Ole Miss game, another overtime. There was four overtime games. Um, this weekend, and they were great games. We'll touch on a couple more of them. One being Purdue Illinois game. Sure, there's not too many people that want to hear about that, but I'm gonna talk about it. But no, that was a good game. Went to overtime, and then LSU just did LSU things and took her away. But no, older. I mean, both teams look good. Another. I mean, just overtime games when they go to it, you're just like, it's a good game automatically. I love the college football overtime rules. I wish the NFL would do more of that, like adapt to that style, but they don't. They don't at all. So, um, it is what it is. I just closed one of my tabs, so open it back up. Um, Now it was the Penn State USC game, another great game. Um, Dude, what's going on here? Trying to. Sorry for the long pause. We'll be getting to it. Just give me a minute. Another overtime game. Penn State did take the win on this one. I USC was they're always tough and they always play good, but I mean, Penn State being number four, uh, during the game. I mean, I feel like, I mean, they still won. They got the job done, and the rankings it doesn't show the scores of the game, but so a lot of people say, but you do have to think when the committee is going through. I mean, Penn State's probably going to be in the top 12, so it doesn't matter. But I mean, when the committee's looking at teams and stuff, yeah, they're looking at the records, but I mean, you're going to have so many teams jumbled together with so many records. And like, yeah, they can look at quality wins, quality losses. But then I mean, you can look at the wins that they do have, and I mean, right now a 3-3 USC Trojan team. I mean, they're on the cusp of getting in a bowl game, maybe not. Um, but I mean, you look at it and be like, damn, they almost lost that game. And then you look at another team that, like, say they go 8-1, 9-1, whatever it is, and they look at another one loss team, and they're like, all right, they both had same quality wins. They both had the same losses, comparable. Then you look at the wins, and you're like, oh well. I mean, they almost lost three of these games, like two of these games or one of these games, whatever it is, in overtime. And it's like that might give the edge to that team. So I mean, I don't think you should have been in that situation at all. But it is what it is. It happens. I mean, still a dub. You're still in the top five. I mean, coming from a Purdue fan, can't really say much. You know what I'm saying? Um, On to the Purdue game. A lot of people may not want to fucking hear about this, but it is what it is. Uh, we were down 27-3 at halftime. 27-3, and we put up 17 points in the third quarter and 23 in the fourth quarter. We lost by one, and we put up six, and they put up seven in overtime. Yeah, it was. I was working at the time, so I work for VO, the fucking VO scooter show. I do it on the weekends. I go to college. During during the week, I'll touch more about on what I do towards the end of the episode. But no, I was so I work on campus, like the Purdue campus, and I like drive around, swap out batteries, move scooters down and shit. And it's pretty cool, just like listening to the game on the radio, doing this driving on campus, and then just like hearing people go crazy during the game. Most of it's like frats and like people having parties because the game was in Illinois this weekend. But the first weekend I worked, I forget who we were playing. It had been last weekend, not like this weekend, but the weekend before Purdue was playing. I'd be like working. I was like training with a dude, and we'd like hear something go like, "Oh!" crowd and like the train and everything. Be like, "Oh, what happened?" And then it wasn't anything good for Purdue. I don't know what they were cheering for, but it's cool. Like you're just like listening to the game. I can like hear it going on. I'm like check my phone. I'm like, "Oh shit, what happened?" But yeah. I mean, it would have been the biggest and the best comeback for Purdue and like Purdue football history. But yeah, we just could not get the job done. Um, just couldn't get it done, man. It was tough. Yeah, I will say Hudson Card probably lost his job. I mean, he's injured. I don't know the severity of his injury. Purdue's 1-5. It's bad. We're last in the Big Ten. It's bad. Ryan Brownie or Brown, I don't know how to say his name. 18 and 26, 297 yards, three tutties. Great game. Great first game. Hudson Card has not done anything like that. And what's crazy is we had holy shit, I didn't know. Ryan Brown also went for 118 on the ground. I didn't know that. Wow. So he had 400 all-purpose yards, and then Devin Mockabee had another 102 to add to it. And it's like we should be winning that game. I mean, we almost did. That was the best. I mean, we lost, but that was easily the best game that Purdue has played, which is kind of weird to think about. Yeah, it was tough, man. I really thought we were gonna get that done, and I mean that could have turned the season around instead of going 1-5. I mean, we're sitting at 2-4. Give us a little bit of hope. I mean, the season was done for anyways. But yeah, next week we got playing Oregon. Not excited for that. I'm actually going to the game. I don't know how long I'll be there. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a night game against Oregon, so it's like I wanted to go. It's the first time like Purdue Oregon playing in the Big Ten as in the same conference. Well, I like Purdue. I've always loved, or I talked about this last episode or the first one. Love their color scheme. I just keep checking my audio, make sure we keep going. Sorry, it's flipping in the way. Gonna get a little better setup eventually. Hey, we're working towards it though. Um, yeah, I've always liked Oregon's color scheme, but yeah, they're gonna beat the fuck out of Purdue. Beat the fuck out of them, man. I actually have to work, and I may like, hey boss, can I come in like an hour or so late? I usually start at 11 on Fridays because I got class 6 to 10. Usually start at 11, but I may be like, hey boss, can I start at 12? But I don't know if it'll be worth it. I probably won't be anywhere near the stadium. Well, I live near the stadium, so I'll be near it, but not as near like as in the stadium watching it. Maybe just hang out with some friends or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's really all I'm gonna talk about for football. So we're going to the rankings. We did have a little bit of mix up in the top 10 or top five, top 10 as well, but top five more specifically. Texas did Texas things. They're still at one. Oregon with the win against Ohio State moved up. Penn State moved up, but I think it was just because Ohio State won. I think normally they would have stayed the same. Like I said, it was a win, but it's a tough win. Ohio State only dropped two, and I agree with that. 100% agree with that. Um, it's a close game against the 2-3, so going down two spots, completely agree with that. We got Georgia at 5-1, rounding out the top five. Go through the top 10 here. We got Miami, Florida, 6-0, still up there. I mean, depending how Georgia and Ohio State play next week, I mean, if they all get a win, but Miami gets a little dominant win, I could see them sneaking up in the top five there. Bama sitting at 7. They did not. I forget who they played, but I mean, they only. I think it was South Carolina. Yeah, it was the Gamecocks. Yeah, I mean, they only won by two in that. It was a close one. So, I mean, without Nick Saban, dude, Alabama's. I mean, they're still good. SEC team gonna be in the poll most of the time, but it's a different team. Like they're not the dominant Alabama that we're used to seeing. LSU moved up 5 spots after their win, cracking the top five. We're at 13. All the polls I do go off of are the AP. They seem to be more accurate, especially with like the college basketball selection, the tournament. It's usually the most accurate. I mean, you're gonna have varying stuff in there, but I mean it's mostly pretty accurate, and the same goes with the college football playoffs. So that's what I go off of. I mean, you got other ones, but I like this. It's like the top dog one, kind of got a little monopoly going on it, but I just rock with it. I try to be as real as I can with sports. Makes it a lot more enjoyable. I do get a little biased with my teams, but I mean, we all do that. You got to do that. No, and then rounding out the top five, we got Iowa State and Clemson. Iowa State, I got like a shirt, like I thrifted a shirt from them a while ago. Fucking love the shirt. So I don't know. I'm just weird with sports, just those little things. But like, I'll root for Iowa State now. So yeah, good on them. But no, so I'm a Big Ten guy, Purdue. We got some teams in the fucking top 25. So we got Michigan at 24, Illinois at 22. Um, Damn, Ole Miss after the loss dropped 9 spots. I didn't even see that. I just saw it now. Um, IU at 16. Fuck IU. This is a Purdue fan. You gotta say it. Let's see. We got LSU at 8, and we got some up in the top five too. We got 3. Ohio State, Penn State, and Oregon. So we got 7 in the top 25. Not surprised, motherfuckers. I'm not surprised. All right, moving on to the college basketball poll. It just dropped today. Um, I was excited. I kind of forgot about when it was dropping, and then I was at the gym, fucking getting swollen shit. No, not really. I've just been doing reps. I need to lose some weight, so that's what your boy has been doing. God, I hate this fucking the AP site. You can't see it, but it usually comes up with a fucking. I'm on my TV, so the advertisement bar is like this big, and then I can only see like this much. I can only see 3 teams at a time till the fucking ad goes away. This is the New York Times. No, I don't give a fuck about the New York Times. Um, sorry. There we go. Now we're back. All right. Kansas at 1. I honestly thought it was gonna be Bama or UConn. Um, Bama, they got a lot of returning players. They do. I thought they were gonna do some damage last year, but they didn't get there. I mean, they did good. Well, I think they're Elite Eight team, maybe Final Four. I don't know. I'd have to go back. I was too locked in and worried about Purdue last year that my college football or my college basketball tournament knowledge was Purdue, and then that they lost to UConn. So it was a lot better than the year before. I can say that. We're gonna brush over that topic though and just keep on moving. Yeah, I really thought Bam or UConn were gonna be 1-2. Not gonna lie, I didn't know which one was gonna be 1-2, but I thought they were gonna be 1-2. Um, yeah, but from last year, Kansas finished 19th, and wow, huh, it's crazy. So we'll just do the top five. Purdue is at 14. We'll go through to account the Big Ten schools again. In the top 25. So we got Kansas at 1, Bama at 2, UConn at 3, Houston at 4. Houston's defense, man, I fucking love it, man. They just play smash mouth fucking defense and make you play the game of basketball the right way. And like, you can try to run and gun with them, but like, they're gonna slow it down. That's what they're gonna do. And like, you can try to run and gun with, them, but they got the defense to slow it down. And I mean, I have seen times where you run and gun with them. They're like, all right, cool, fuck it, we ball, and they ball. So they're always scary. Iowa State rounding out the top five. Then we got the Zags at 6, Duke at 7, Baylor at 8. Surprised at that one. I don't do a lot of like draft cat class looking at because I mean you got so many busts, and I mean like I don't deep dive that much into it, and I don't want to sit there and look at all of these recruits. Like I'll go through Purdue's and like some of the Big Tens, but like all the other schools and stuff, I'm like, there's so many that like some of them are going to pan out. I mean, like one or two are probably going to pan out really well, and it's like I'm not going to sit there and do all the research and shit for it, just for it not to pan out. Anyways, North Carolina 9, and then Arizona rounding out the top 10. Purdue, they came in at 14. They dropped 12 spots. We lost Zach Edey. We lost Mason Gillis. got a fucking ad popping up. I think that's it. I mean, we still got Trey Kaufman Red, and like the thing that people don't understand is Trey Kaufman Red is a damn good center, but when you have Zach Edey, yeah, like he's gonna make another center not look good. But Trey Kaufman Red is amazing. Got Fletcher Loyer coming back, and then Braden Smith as well. I mean, solid three right there. And Cam Heide, he was looking damn good last year. He's got some bunnies, dude. Um, yeah, I'm excited for the Purdue season. I think there's going to be a lot less stress on this team, which is going to be nice. But I mean, they're still going to be fighting for Elite Eight, Final Four spot. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. Yeah, I can't wait for that season to start. Those fucking tickets are expensive, man. I like going to the. I love going to. I love watching basketball. Um, my favorite sport to go watch is definitely baseball. I don't know what it is. Just eating a glizzy, watching baseball. I don't know. Especially at Wrigley. Wrigley's a fucking awesome place. But yeah. All right. That's enough of college sports. I'm gonna go to NFL. Actually, no. I'm gonna do the MLB playoffs real quick, and then we'll hop to the NFL. I got a little bit more on the NFL, so just want to knock out the MLB playoff update. So the Dodgers did beat the Phillies, or the Mets beat the Phillies. The Dodgers beat the Padres, so it is the Dodgers and Mets in the NLDS. Actually, damn, right now the Mets are up 6-0 in the bottom of the second. You love to fucking see that. You love to fucking see that. Yesterday the Dodgers beat the shit out of the Mets 9-0. It was the Mets worst playoff loss. That's correct. 9-0. I figured it'd be worse than that. So like good. I keep putting that up there and it's in the way. Good on the Mets though. Good on the Mets for. I mean, 9-0 is kind of bad in baseball, but I mean, for your worst loss in postseason history, I mean, shit, you got to tank that. So hopefully that series gets tied. That'd be nice. Rooting for the Mets. Um, I love a lot of players on the Dodgers. I'm not gonna lie, but just the organization, I root against them. They just won too much. Fuck them. You know, they got too much money. They buy all these players. I mean, it's the point of baseball. It's the business side. I get it, but like, fuck them. You know, fuck them. We ball. Um, no, we got the Yanks and the Guardians today. They're always gonna be the Cleveland Indians to me. Um, I don't know, man. Like right now, I want the Mets to win the World Series. I think that's what I'm going with. Hold on, I'm looking up the pitching matchup. I put the Indians, so it's probably not gonna fucking come up. Who do we got on the bump tonight? Who do we got on the bump tonight? God, my computer's being slow as fuck. Not a fan of MacBook. Dude, why is it so hard to find this shit? I assume we got Garrett Cole. Cleveland has decided to go with the veteran right-hander Alex Cobb for Game 1. Not surprised. Um, he was injured in the series before. All right. Oh, Carlos Rendon. So he got a little extra rest after Kansas City. All right, man, it's not Garrett Cole. Fuck. We're back. My bad. No, so Yeah. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. I really hope. So my reasoning. This is sports math for you right here. So the Dodgers and the Yankees, they've won too much. I don't want them to win. Fuck them. I actually like a lot of players on both teams, but fuck them. They've won too much. They just buy their team. It's the same thing that the Cubs and the Mets do. And it's what everybody does, but like they just have a lot more money than everybody else. So fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the big guy. Other than the Cubs, you know. Um, the Indians, they have not won a World Series in like 70 some years. They're the closest to the Cubs record 108 years. So it's like, all right, I'd rather them win than the Yankees or the Dodgers, but they're at number 2, and then it probably goes Yankee, no. So I want the Mets, and if it's not the Mets, I want the Indians, Cleveland Guardians, Indians, and then I want the Dodgers, and then I want the Yankees, and the Dodgers Yankees one is because like I'm gonna root for the NL team. The Cubs are an NL, so that's how I'm gonna do it. That's how my sports math works. It depends on the sports too. Yeah, like NFL, dude. I don't know. I like that player. I like that coach. I'm gonna root for that team. Baseball, it's more of like an organizational thing, and like how does it make the Cubs look better? You know, because like they looked bad for 108 years, so whatever can make them looking bad. I mean, they won a World Series, so you know, shit happens. Um, NFL game tonight is the Jets and Buffalo. The winner of this, so Buffalo does have the divisional lead right now. Jets are in second place. So winner of this is gonna be in the division lead because the Jets win. They'll have the same record, but they'll have the tiebreaker over them, so they go into the first spot. They did just hire or fire their coach, which didn't really see that coming. Not gonna lie. People are obviously gonna say, "Oh, it was because Aaron Rodgers didn't like him. Aaron Rodgers was talking. They're like, get him the fuck out of here." We're never gonna know. I mean, it could have been. It couldn't have been. You know, we don't know. I'm gonna have to take like a 20-second break to grab some water. My throat fucking hurts. And he's back. Um, H20 in me. I get this alkaline pH water. Honestly, it tastes a little funky. Not gonna lie, it's not like the best tasting water. Um, my the best water is out of my grandma's faucet. I don't know why, and so many people tell her that. I don't know if it's just all the fucking rust in there or whatever, but it'll knock your dick off. I don't understand, and it's like from her kitchen sink. It's like, I mean, obviously I'm not getting fucking water from her bathroom sink, but that'd be fucking weird. I don't know why I had to reiterate just her kitchen sink, but all right, moving. Yeah, this is really good fucking water. I notice it when I don't drink it. Like, oh, I don't know. I feel like a little more mentally clear with this. I'm plugging this fucking Kroger alkaline water right now, but dude, it is good. If you need a new water, try it out. It tastes a little funky, but I'm telling you, dude, I my brain feels a little bit better when it happens. Dude, I need hold on. It's fucking taking a like 5 minute water break in the middle of the episode. Just hold on. Hydrate or die, motherfuckers. No, NFL. Okay, so I told you about the bets that we're doing for Monday and Thursday night football. Um, so we got a little bit of house money today because your boy cooked up some bets yesterday. I did Josh Downs first touchdown score. I didn't go over any of the NFL shit. Hold on, did I? No, I didn't. I think I actually closed out the tab. So I'm gonna go over the scores and shit, and then we'll come back to the bets. Bengals finally fucking won a game. They needed that. That was huge for them. Steelers won, not surprised. The Eagles barely beat the Browns. The Eagles fucking needed that. I'm gonna get to the the one game that made me happy. Texans won. Texans are looking good. Packers won. Glad Jordan Love's back doing good. Baker Mayfield fucking balling out again, man. Again. Not surprised. The Jags, they're done. They're paying Trevor Lawrence. I don't even think it's his fault, man. Like, I don't know. And on the flip side, the Bears do look good. I mean, it's hard for a rookie quarterback to fail in that system with the team that they have. Um, yeah, the Commanders, they're still looking fucking damn good. I mean, they lost to the Ravens, but the Ravens are the Ravens. They're damn good too. I keep saying damn good, but damn, are they good, you know? Um, I'm surprised the Commanders, they're in the lead in that division, and I fucking love to see it. Um, no, okay, the game, dude. The Lions beat the fuck out of the Cowboys. And I loved every second of it. Dude, they had their fucking left tackle. There was the controversy how last year that they're like, oh, this player didn't report eligible, and it was clear as fucking day he reported eligible. The first play of the game, they had him report eligible as a receiver line up out there. This is proof of point. Like they're just fucking around. But Dan Campbell's like, I'm gonna fucking destroy the Cowboys. And goddamn did he. 47-9. It was the fourth quarter and they're up by like 30. And he did a hook and lateral to the left tackle. He about fucking scored. I think it was Amon St. Brown. Jared Goff fucking flinged one out here. The left tackle swoops around, pitches it to him, and he dives. And it was very close to being a touchdown. Beat the shit out of them. Tonight's game, Buffalo and Jets. Talked about that a little bit. Um, yeah, no, the Colts fucking won too against the Titans. Will Levis, he just needs time. Like he played good last year, and everybody's putting a lot of expectations on him, but he's still a young quarterback. Give him time. That's the one thing I don't like about today's NFL is like they don't let these young players like develop. Um, and it's like different for like teams that they draft this young quarterback to like turn their fucking thing around. They want this like win now. It's like, yo, give them 2 to 3 years and you have a good quarterback. But they'd rather fucking draft someone he doesn't work out in the 2 years. Like, give him that third year, give him that fourth year, and like let him turn around. Believe in him too. And, you may get something. But also on the flip side, it is awesome to see these organizations blow draft picks on a bad quarterback that doesn't play out for them, and then they go somewhere out and do good. And it's like, well, that organization just fucking sucks. Not really going to go into too much detail about that because I'm sure you can kind of decipher which ones I'm talking about. Um, yeah, it was good to see the Colts win, though. I mean, and Joe Flacco, I wouldn't mind seeing him play some more. I just got a message. Anthony Richardson is coming back this week, so see how he does. For my fantasy team, I picked up Josh Downs, and Joe Flacco and Josh Downs got a connection, so it's been helping your boy out on that. Actually, I won by 0.78 points. That's one catch. I'm in a PPR league, so that's one catch. So snuck that out. I was down by like 4, and and it was like the third quarter. It said I had 98% chance to win, and I had Zach Moss, and the other dude had Jamar Chase. And I'm like, dude, if he catches one catch for 40 yards or two catch for 20, like I'm done. And I almost fucking lost because Zach Moss fumbled the ball, and he actually had negative points yesterday. So he's gonna be looking at the bench, the fucking bench. I do have a pretty loaded team. But it's like I have a whole bunch of like mid tier players that can pop off for 20, but it's like I got too many of them, and it's like I'm trying to trade them to like consolidate down to a better player. Trade like two of them to get one good player, but the league I'm in, honestly, I enjoy it because it's there's not a lot of the chats going. Like people aren't talking shit. It's like we drafted our team, that's our team, and it's like you fucking deal with it. You pick players up, but There hasn't been one trade at all. I talked to one dude about a trade, but it was like George Pickens for Tyreek Hill, but I mean neither of those dudes. I mean without Tua, Tyreek's not gonna do much, and I don't know what the fuck George Pickens has done. They've actually lowered his snap count, so he may be getting the old drop. Um, yeah, it'd be nice if I had Puka, but he got fucking injured again, so he's got a pretty cool name. It's Austin too. Didn't know if you knew that. He just goes by Puka, but his name is actually Austin. Um, anyway, so my bet for tonight is going to be okay. Hold on, I'll go back to what I was going to say, and then I realized I didn't talk about anything on the NFL. So I'm kind of all over the place sometimes. So I did Josh Downs Colts first drive touchdown score. Bang. It fucking hit. Put 10 bones on it. Turn that 10 bones into 160. And then I took 50 of that and put it on Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, anytime touchdown scores. And I put the bet in, and within 10 minutes, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry scored a touchdown. I was like, whoo! Cash out was 150 on that. I'm like, I'm gonna let it ride. Fuck it, we ball. I need a Josh Allen touchdown, and it's 400 bones. That is a separate entity. That is just the house money. That's my money. That isn't the series that we're doing to try to get to 1,000. For that, I did take some of the winnings from the Josh Downs touchdown, and I put it on. This is my three-legger parlay that I'm going with. The Bills over, Bills money on, and Josh Allen anytime touchdown. Because if that hits, then I won 400. So it's kind of like double down on it, and hopefully that. I do think it's going to be over 40 easily, and I'm really hoping the Buffalo wins. So, and that'll put me. I think that's like 200 or like 250. I'll win on that, and then that will roll into another 300 plus three-leg parlay. So that's the plan on that. I'm gonna get a little bit into me, and then I'm gonna do our new series to end the episode. I kind of want to keep these to like 30 to 40 minutes, but we're gonna go over that today, and that's fine. If it keeps rocking like that, I'm good with it. I just don't know how well I can do with talking for like an hour, but it seems like I'm doing pretty well with it. No one's really watching, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of doing this for fun. Anyways, so about me, I grew up in Rossville, Indiana. I was born in Frankfort, Indiana. It's like 40 minutes away from here. Moved to Rossville. I was like 6, grew up there. I've always loved playing sports, watching sports, just like being outdoors, anything sports. Throughout life, I played baseball a little bit. I wasn't the best at it. I started late too, and baseball is one of those things you gotta start when you're young. So honestly, I wish I would have played baseball in high school, but I didn't. Played basketball most of the time. Really love basketball. I'm kind of short and I'm kind of chubby. Fucking negative wingspan here, so makes it a little harder to play basketball. But I fucking love doing it. I've blown my ankles out so many times. I think it's from being fat. Not gonna lie. So yeah, try to stay away from the basketball court as much now. I've twisted my ankle twice this summer. Tweaked it actually this weekend, so I may need some ankle braces or something, dude. Those things like the fucking on me. Not fun. Not fun at all. Ran track and cross country. Fractured my foot twice in high school. So yeah, I kind of ended my running career. Same foot too. Stress fracture. I was just running and just fractured. Run too much, probably because I was a little fat, But hey, I was out there grinding. No, and then I waited a year, did the same exact thing, same exact foot, same exact bone. So I was like, yeah, should probably hold off on that. I did. I was running track and cross country, and I just did track, and I did like shot put and discus. I was fucking ass at it. It was just so gotta be on the track team, still hang out with the homies. Pretty much out what that was about. My school didn't have football, so didn't have the option of doing that. Went to the Marine Corps. Was the aviation mechanic stationed in Cherry Point, North Carolina. Went all those places. It was a fun time. It was a great time. Had a good time. Some bad times too. I would do it again, but yeah, it wasn't the most fun I've ever had. Yeah, it's whatever. Also fractured my foot in the Marine Corps from running too. Different foot this time, so I will say every time I fractured my foot, it was in Nikes. So I do not wear them anymore. I like their clothes, like the brand, but fuck their shoes, dude. There is like a more narrow foot, as I've said a couple times already. I am kind of a fatter dude, and I do have fat feet, so I don't mesh well. Learned that after breaking my foot 3 times, but some lessons are longer and harder to learn than others, and me running in Nikes was a long and painful one. Yeah, I got out of the Marine Corps. Kind of bounced around from job to job. Really didn't know what I want to do. Still don't really fucking know what I want to do. Um, yeah, I was recently working at an aviation company, Saab. They're building the next aircraft, a training aircraft for the Air Force. I do think they plan to build more. Not really sure about that. I don't know what I can say about that. Um, I don't know if I should cut that out. Oh, we're just gonna let it rock. I don't think I signed it in DA, so I don't know. Yeah, I quit there. A lot of stuff that went into that. Just yeah, I ain't getting into that. But no, now I'm going to school full time, studying industrial technology. So it's like robots, the Internet of Things, just the principles of lean manufacturing. Going through that. I'm on fall break right now, and I got another 8 weeks. Out of the semester, I'll be about a year in, so I got like a year and a half, depending on how I play it. So that's where I'm at in life. Yeah, a little bit about me. I realized I haven't really like talked that much about me, but no, I told you like the sports team that I like, but I mean that's pretty much my fucking personality. I was just talking about sports, so that's why I decided to do this podcast. Do got a lot of free time because I work the weekends and I work a kind of a hectic schedule on it. Like I'll work 8 hours, off 8 hours, work 8 hours. Um, but it's just so I can have the free time during the week, like just to focus on school, get the bills paid and shit. Yeah, and I picked up this, so I do have free time during it, and I was like, dude, I need to find something to do. It is a weird thing and it is a grateful thing that I do have a lot of free time, and I got bored, and I'm like, I need to figure shit out to do. Like, I get the like my chores done, or like I'm not a child, but like the shit I need to do run my apartment, my place, and the stuff I need to do in life, like go work out, groceries, all that shit. It's like, all right, I still have these hours of free time. What can I do productive? So it's just, I'm like, I love talking about sports. Gets me to dive deeper into them, watching more. So I hope anybody listening, you enjoy the content I put out. I know it can be rough at times, but hey, just try rock with it. That's what I'm doing. If you can join, we can rock together. No. All right. So the next segment I'm gonna do is gonna be GOAT athletes of high school. So I'm gonna do a top 100 list is the goal. I'm gonna towards the end of it, I'm gonna put them in an Excel sheet. I'm gonna put it up at the end of the video just so you can like kind of see. I don't know. I'm working with the editing, like putting clips and stuff in there. We'll see how it goes. I'm working on new with it, so let's see how that goes. So I'm gonna do a top 100, and at first I'm gonna try to do 2 athletes a week, and then if I have a guest or someone else on, I'll have them do one as well. So I don't the timetable of this I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But so what I want to do is 100 total. Um, but once we get to 50, we'll have a whole episode dedicated to the 50. Because essentially what we're gonna do is like the first person I'm gonna do, they're gonna be put at number one, and then the second, like they're gonna be one or two, and just like kind of go from there. Because it's not gonna be like I'm gonna put this dude, the first person down. I'm not gonna put him at 30. Like it just makes it a little weird. So we're gonna do the 50. Once we get to 50, we're gonna go over the list, refine it, and be like, all right, this is the actual order. Like, see if we got some changes and made mistakes here and there. And I'll probably have a couple guests on there that will all go over that. Um, uh, yeah, and then we'll do 100. Once we get to 100, we'll do the same thing that we did for 50, but for all 100. And then we are gonna select some people. Be like, hey, We got to bump him out of the 100. We think there's other people, there's better people. We found someone else. We're gonna do that. And like this isn't just over like basketball, baseball, football. There's gonna be soccer, boxing. I guess like boxing and MMA. It's just gonna be wrestling because it's hard to do that. And high school. We'll do like tennis, lacrosse, like anything, any sport that we can cover. It is going to be different for like the individual athletes compared to like the NBA, MLB, NHL, stuff like that. I know I'm saying like professional associations, but you mean like for college football or goddamn for like basketball, football, soccer. Those are team sports, whereas like tennis, it's more of an individual sport, like wrestling, running, track. Um, that's gonna be more individual based, but like basketball players and stuff like that, they are gonna have the team aspect put into it because I mean they're on a team, and I mean yeah you can be the greatest of all time, put up 40, you can average 40, fucking 12 and 10, but if it's like if your team was winning 5 games a year, it's like are you really a go? I mean yeah you're a good athlete and you're a good scorer, good basketball player, but you're not a good team player, so your team accolades are going to go into this. I'm going to start it from the top. We're going to go with LeBron James. That is who I'm going with first. He's probably going to be at the number one spot for a while. I'm not going to lie. Um, it just kind of depends. Actually, I know I'm doing Thursday, and I don't know. He may bump him. I'm not going to lie. He's probably. I haven't done a lot of research on these, so I do plan to do a lot of research on all my picks. If I had to guess, I don't think he's gonna be in the top 10. Um, I'm gonna go over his stats, and I think I can think of better college basketball players and football players. There's one guy I'm gonna save him because I don't want to do him off the rip because I think he's gonna be number one. He's gonna be top three for sure. But once I dive deeper into his stats and I get other people's stats on here, I think he's gonna be number one, but I can almost lock him in at number three, and I will reference this on his video. I'm this guy is gonna be a number three lock. Not LeBron James. We're gonna start from his freshman year. And all my stats I round. So if they average like 18.5, I go up to 19, 18.4, I go down to 18. I don't like doing the points or whatever. Like when I'm reading like the yard per carry and stuff, like the live stats of the games that just ended, I will put that like point in there, the QBR and stuff like that. Um, but just for like reading overall stats, I don't like doing it. It's just that point three, that point six really doesn't matter. I'll round up or down, and if you want to like correct me on it, go the fuck ahead. I don't care. I just think that it makes it better listening, and just it does. It gives them a little better, like little bump, little bump. But I do it for everybody, so it's gonna equal out. It's gonna even out. Um, and if it really came down to it, and if it comes down to it, maybe for the top 50, we may look into that and be like, all right, we're gonna go by points. We'll get to that when that happens. So LeBron James, his freshman year, averaged 18 points, 6.2 rebounds. I just fucking did it. I just sat there for a minute and said I wasn't gonna do it, and I did it. He averaged 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and shot 52% from the field, 32% from 3 point range. Pretty good freshman year as a 14-year-old. This is GOAT talk, so he bumps it up to 26, 7, and 5, or 6. In his sophomore year, almost shot 60% and 40% from 3 point range. When I do NBA stats, I always go points, rebounds, assists. That's pretty standard across the board for anybody. So if I go 26, 7, and 6, that's obviously points, rebounds, assists. And then I always go field goal percentage and then 3 point percentage. I don't get a lot into the free throw percentage. Like it's a cool when people are like, oh, he's on the 90 40 40 club, or 90 50 40 or whatever it is. Um, for that talk and like that accolade, yeah, it's cool to throw it in there. But I mean, there's been amazing players that just can't shoot free throws. Uh, and honestly, I just think it's just like practicing them. Like, and then some people like they got it, and some people don't. Like they could shoot fucking 60% from the field, but then they shoot damn near that from the free throw line. And it's like I don't know. I don't know if it just comes to practicing it or like changing up your routine, like because there is like a little bit of routine to shoot a free throw, and like I've always like believed in that. Like when you go to the free throw line, do the same thing every time. Like mine, it was I grabbed the ball, spin it, one, two, dribble, spin, shoot. I did it every time. I started in like sixth grade, and I have not deviated from that one time. I did once. One of our coaches like, "Hey, this is one thing I don't like about coaching." I'm gonna go off on a little tirade here. We'll get back to LeBron. It's like standardization of all players. I think it is absolutely dumb and should not be done. Like for batting, when coaches like everybody needs to bat this way. No, absolutely not. I mean, you got different builds, different people, and it's like this is at the like middle school to high school level. Like I saw this, and like they wanted all their players to bat the same way, and it's like like no, like everybody's different. Like let them bat their way, let them shoot their free throws this way. Like yes, there's fundamentals to that, and there's like pass that should be used to swing in the bat, like moving the hands this way, having the bat positioned here. But it's like if a guy's more comfortable with it here, to here, like let them do that. Like Kevin Euclid, that motherfucker used to hold the bat like this. And he was a great hitter. I mean, he wasn't the best hitter, but fuck, he was playing in the MLB. Like any coach in the world would be like, no, don't fucking do that. But you know what? Like, let him do it. I've never been a coach, so I don't know. Dude, I really want to. Um, if I had the choice, it'd definitely be basketball. I fucking love basketball. I'd love to coach basketball. Um, just coaching kids too. Just like still fundamentals and like discipline in them. That'd be fucking fun. Hopefully a good like figure to them. Um, no, I hope to like coach basketball one day. I'd fucking absolutely love it. I don't even care if I lost every game. I probably wouldn't. Um, got a pretty good grasp on the game of basketball and the fundamentals and how to coach. I don't know. Enough about me though. Back to LeBron. I mean, we're kind of in the same conversation. Maybe not. Yeah, I think he's a little bit better at basketball than me. Um, so his junior year, he went. Damn, about closed the. We're back. He went 28, 9, and 6 on shooting 56 and 34. So his percentages, they've honestly about the same. They varied a little bit, but I mean, stayed the same as senior year. 29, 9, and 5. Same clip at shooting. A little bit better on the 3-point percentage there. That is the one thing that did increase each year. His sophomore year, was shooting the fuck out of three, almost 40%. So yeah, so for his career, um, what do you go? 25, 8, and 5 on 56% shooting from the field and 36 3-point. Great college career. Great college career. He won 3 state championships. Mr. Ohio basketball 3 times. Um, McDonald's All American. Let's see, 2-time Gatorade National Player of the Year, 3-time USA Today All USA First Team. McDonald's All American, Jordan Brand All American. 3 championships in 4 years. That's gonna be tough to beat. Um, I think that's. I mean, 2 to 3, two. I mean, 4 is fucking phenomenal. I'm curious to see how many athletes on the list are actually going to hit the clip of 4. I mean, 2 to 3 is good. One is probably going to hurt you. I'm not going to lie on this list. I'm going to put a lot of weight into that. Yeah, he had the accolades. I mean, he averaged 25 points a game. He's going at the number one spot today. It's kind of hard to do this with the first guy, and like I can't really compare him and put him on a list against anybody. That's why I do LeBron James because I mean, obviously he had a great fucking high school career. Got drafted right out of that. I guess that's gonna play a factor too because he did go straight to the fucking league. And you got to add some of that. So that may change my mind on him not being in the top 10. Maybe after a little bit longer than I thought. Damn. All right. I mean, hey, it's up for debate, though. I'm curious to see who else we got on there. Thursday, I'll be doing another one. And maybe having Kaiser back on here. I'm not sure how his schedule is working out, looking up. Yeah, we're going to go over the Monday night game. Another player to the goat list. If Kaiser's on there, he'll probably add one. So he may be sitting at three. We'll touch base on the college, or not the college, the MLB playoffs. Go over the Monday night game. Talk about the Thursday night football game. Any other matchups that we got going on in the league, and if we got anything pop up, I may do another episode. Thanks for joining. This is Sports Talk with Austin. I'm not sure if you can see it though well on the screen. I'm gonna have to work on that. Work in progress, but that is the GOAT list. As we speak right now, obviously LeBron's at number one. I did kind of brush over his best game. Um, he was like 59-3, I think. I'd have to 59-2 is what it was. So on the GOAT list, I'm putting the name, their record overall. He was 101-6, three-time champion. His average for the year, his school, state, then the best game. Yeah, I just wanted to come in and fucking add that to the mix real quick. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna look and see. But yeah, that's it. The Bills are winning the game. I do have to regretfully inform you guys. I did cash out of that bet early and took the 100 bones. I did end up winning $800 on the football game tonight. So hey, that is a dub. We'll be getting some new studio equipment. I will be continuing the betting series. I just had to pull out, man. Fucking 800 bones in a night. You got to take what you can get sometimes. All right, I'll see you guys. Thanks for listening.